Thank you, madam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, everyone. Start with a short dua and inshallah we'll move on to the main topic after. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalam ala ashraf al-mursaleen wa ala ahlihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. اللهم أنك تعلم أن هذه القلوب قد اجتمعت على محبتك واتفقت على طاعتك وتوحدت على دعوتك وتعاهدت على نصرة شريعتك فوفق اللهم رابطتها وأدم ودها وأهدها سبولها واملأها بنورك الذي لا يخبو واشرح صدورها بفيض الإيمان بك وجميل التوكل عليك واحياها بمعرفتك وأمتها على شهادة في سبيلك إنك النعم المولى ونعم النصير اللهم آمين. So we ask you, ease the follow of this event so that everything may run smoothly. We seek to gain as much knowledge as possible so that we may grow and develop our potential, and ultimately become your servants who earn your pleasure. Oh Allah, grant us beneficial knowledge, Ya Allah. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you, Jack. Before we further continue, I would like to invite Yang Berusaha Dr. Shahriza binti Abdul Halim, the Coordinator for Software Engineering Principal Course, to deliver her Vikram speech. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum, good morning. Okay. Are you ready? Okay, good. Okay, so it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to the workshop on industry problem in collaboration with DHL. Okay. One of the world's leading names in logistics and international shipping. Okay, so a special words of thanks goes to our distinguished speakers, Mr. Sivanison, okay, and Mr. Joshua, okay, who have taken the time to be with us today. We are truly appreciate your presence and your willingness to share your experience with our students. Yeah, I would like also to take this opportunity to acknowledge the dedication and support from Mr. Siva from the starting of our discussion. We have 3 meetings before this, until now, to make this workshop to reality. Yeah, okay. And also, we also have sincere thanks to Mr. Joshua, which is our alumni, FC, welcome back, okay, to come here and join the seminar or workshop. Okay, and to all the students here today, okay, this is your opportunity to connect with industry experts and gain insights into the real world problems. Okay, so the problem is coming from, of course, our stakeholder, okay, DHL Asia Pacific Shared Services Center. Okay, so it's not just hypothetical case study; it is a real system. So it is a very great opportunity for you to learn and also to implement the solution to the problem. Okay. So therefore, okay, please remember that you have to focus during this workshop, and we encourage you to listen and also take notes. Pen or paper, iPad, handphone or anything. Take notes. Make sure you take notes, and we also give you time to ask questions to the stakeholders. Okay. So, please scan this QR code. So, this is all the materials related to the workshop. You are given also template for you to fill in, okay, during or throughout this workshop. Okay. So I give you time to scan. So can you see the Padlet? Anyone cannot see the Padlet? Okay, so it's okay, I proceed, Okay, so once again, thank you for all for being here. Okay, though you have other
Don't forget the pizza.
lectures and so forth, but Alhamdulillah that all of you can be here, and also for your friends who couldn't come, recording given, but still it's not the same as the real one, face to face. Okay, so all the best and enjoy the session. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shariza, for your warm speech. Ladies and gentlemen, we've now arrived at the highlight of our event, which are the most anticipated sharing session. But before we dive in, I believe we want to take a moment to get to know our speaker. So it's always more meaningful if we know a little bit about our speaker, who will be shared his experience with us today. So before that, let's warm up a little bit. You guys look so stressed, I think. Give me a smile, please. Be happy for today, okay? So if anyone here know who is our speaker, not only this information, but other than this information, who knows? You can raise your hand. Who knows? Who is our speaker? No one study first, yeah?
We'll check this bit.
It's okay. Be surprised. Okay? So I'll share you guys a little bit about our speaker today, Mr. Siva. He's a tech leader with over 15 years of experience in digital transformation, automation and project management. Correct, Mr. Siva?
Correct.
It's quite impressive, right? So right now, he's working as a senior project manager at DHL Asia Pacific Shared Services, where he is the digital automation center. Throughout his career, Mr. Siva has helped many teams to improve through innovation and technology. His skill in digital transformation, robotic process automation, digital strategy, change management, IT project and also program management. He studied computer software engineering at UMPSA. Before this, named as University Malaysia Pahang.
Yes.
So its new name is University Malaysia Pahang Al Sultan Abdullah, and was recently awarded DHL Express Supervisor of the Year in 2024. Give him a big applause, please. Okay. So it's impressive. While we wait more, let's listen from him in person. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Siva. Please welcome.
Okay. So, yeah. Change. I can use this microphone. Morning, everyone. How are you guys doing today? Good. Okay, so thank you, MC, and thank you all for the session today. It is really my honor and privilege to be here to sharing what I've already experienced so far in the industry with all the young talents. You guys are the one who is the future for our nation, world. So it is really important for me that I give the best message for you today. So can you guys hear me? Is it clear? Yeah? So what do we plan to do today? I'm only given 1 hour time, so I will make the content a bit short for certain areas. But if you guys are interested, feel free to talk. I will leave my contact number at the end of this session so that you can approach me via WhatsApp or email as well. So I'm from DHL, so I'm I started as, let's say, a senior specialist in DHL. I grew to become a team manager. I've been in DHL for 13 years. Before that, I have started my career in a very small software company in Malaysia, then slowly grew. Right, so today I'm going to share what is DHL all about, the yellow truck that you guys already seen outside there. Then we are also going to see the DAC team, the team that I built in DHL. Then we are going to hear from Joshua for a while, how his career. Joshua joined me as an intern from UTM. He is the first batch from the course of 2U to I, the course that I like so much because it gives us the brilliant interns as well. Right, then we will look into the highlight, which is your case study, which we will bring from DHL, and we will have a Q&A session. Okay, good? So before we move further, I will share a short video to share about what is DHL all about. So enjoy watching. I don't have the sound. Sorry, technical error. Wait, no, maybe it's not. It's issue. Okay, it's muted automatically. Okay, so now we have the sound. Okay, so you want to clap? You can clap. So that actually summarizes what is DHL all about, right? So for us, even before I joined this company, DHL is delivering parcel. That's what we know. If we see DHL, the yellow truck, the van, all, it is connected to parcel, but DHL is more. The purpose of DHL company is improving people's life. How we do that? By trade. A bit of background on DHL, right? This is started by 3 Americans in DHL, when they see that at that time there is an opportunity to deliver documents across the country. Before DHL is started, most of the documents are delivered in the country like how we do now. But DHL is the one who revolutionized, that is in 1969. Where what they do is they will get a lot of document. Let's say the document need to go from US to France, then they hire few people to bring the document together then in the plane to France. That's how the shipping business started. Then they started evolving to more. Now DHL are the most international company in the world. You cannot find Coca-Cola in certain country, but DHL you can find in the most of the country. That's why it's mentioned 220 countries and territories worldwide. That is how international we are. What does that mean? When you work in DHL, you will meet with a lot of nationalities as well. Every country that has a DHL brand, they have their own offices as well. And we started as a US company, now it became a Germany company. So our base office is in Bonn, Germany. Right? And there is a lot of success stories about how DHL began pioneer, what we do. Now if you know that how your shipment comes faster from when you order from outside, especially from China, that is because of before the shipment comes into our country, the process is already done. It's just when the shipment comes in, the customer knows, okay, this is the shipment, everything is done. DHL is the one who pioneered that process, how the shipment need to be processed as well. They work closely with immigrations, custom office worldwide. Right. So now as of workforce, we are 600,000 plus worldwide. In Malaysia office where I'm working, we are already like 1,000 plus now. Right. So there are a few business entities. The common one that you see the yellow van outside there, that is what we call as a DHL Express entity. There are global freight forwarding, supply chain, e-commerce, post and parcel in Germany as well. So they have a business entity, different entity, depends on where you want to work. So this is just a quick introduction. Now moving to where I come from, right? So I'm coming from KL. So my office is in Petaling Jaya, Selangor. It is a business entity called DHL Asia Pacific Shared Services. What does it mean by shared services? Shared services is very simple. DHL has 220 countries and more of the office locations. In each location, let's say we send a parcel, we need to do a billing. We need to hire a person in each country. But now, in order to make it effective process, because billing is a standard process, what they do is they start a central location. They bring all the billing process from all the country into one location. That is the common known as a shared services. For us, we are handling mostly Asia Pacific countries, also Europe countries, MENA countries, all this finance activity. That is what Asia Shared Services is all about. So in terms of office locations, we are in Museum. We also have another 2 more offices handling multiple kind of activities. Yeah, I will not go through much on this, but again, so this is our senior leadership team. I am reporting to Muzamil Mustafa, who is the head of the BPO DACID. The center is run by Ada Gonzalez. She is from Philippines. Right, so there are multiple nationalities in this organization. You see that this even the team in Asia Pacific here, there are 6 nationalities in these organizations. Yeah. A bit of numbers, so we have 731 employees and we have 22 nationalities working in our office here. Yeah, so you'll get a wide range of people. We use 13 business language. It's not only English. So if the business needs a support in a different language, we are providing that support as well. Right? So we have a lot of person who are working more than 3 years. Then 80% of the revenue, the billing process, we do it from our area. Yeah. So while we say that we are the best, we also go for external recognition. For the past few years, we are a great place to work, 2022 to 2024. This year we are going for a certification again. Right? So it is being recognized as well. Yeah, in a nutshell, we are a finance OTC shared services. Right? We focus on our people as well. There are a lot of employee engagement. Then we have a global footprint. So in the shared services itself, we are managing 200 plus countries activity, finance activities. Right? So we have our overhead as well. This is what might be interesting for you. This is my journey in DHL as well, right? So I joined DHL in around 2012. So 2012, this is where DHL Asia Pacific Shared Services, they bring in a lot of job. So when you bring a lot of job, there will be a lot of activity. They bring in a lot of system. So if some country is using some system, we don't change anything, we bring. That is one of the case studies that you guys will see today as well. Then when digitalization starts at Asia Pacific Shared Services, I've been honored that I'm being given a responsibility to lead the team. So we started the DAC team. That's where the RPA digitalization starts in 2018. Right, so that's where I built from a 2-person team. Now you will see how big is the team, right? It's already like 15 plus team members. Right, now where are we? We are in the time where DHL would like to use the next technology, which is Gen AI. We call it as intelligent automation. So from RPA, do you guys know what is RPA? Can I get a show of hand who knows what is RPA? Nobody knows what is RPA, so still young, right? So RPA stands for Robotic Process Automation. It is a software where we use to automate your tasks in your laptop. So for example, if we want to do a billing in a system, we need someone to sit in front of our machine, not anymore. So what it does is, it takes the data from one system, it can enter the data, do the billing by itself using a software. It is a software called UiPath. So you can write down that software, Google around. So we use a software called UiPath to work on RPA technology. So now most of the tasks which has a standard steps, we have already automated in DHL. The next level now is the Gen AI, the ChatGPT that you guys already heard. So we are using similar technology like ChatGPT to read what our customer wants. If a customer send an email saying that please change my invoice, right? So what Gen AI will do is read the email, tell us saying that okay, this billing we need to change. Then RPA will help to go change in the system. We call that as intelligent automation. That is where we are now, what we are trying to do. Okay? Okay, so now this is more on a project management, but I'll not touch this. So I'll just give you a brief overview of DAC team, and this is some kind of career that you can look forward as well, right? Why I'm sharing, I know that you guys are on the first year, right? So all is on first year, but this will give you an idea as well, right? Where you want to go, like RPA is something new for you, it's good for you to start as well. So this is my department. In my department, we have led by Muzammel, which I mentioned before. So I'm one of the team manager there. So I have another 3 team manager. The first 2 that you see on the top are project management team. So they manage a lot of project managers, business analysts. The below is more on the digitalization, where I manage the digital automation center and Kaung manage the IT infra, right? And when it comes to my team, this is where the team has grown from 2 people. Now it's grown to 15 plus 3 people. Right, so it's around 18 people now. And can you guys guess how many people comes from UTM or your university in KL MJIIT? How many people do you think from this organization that comes from UTM or MJIIT? 7? 8? So these are your peoples actually. So Joshua and Aiman is my first batch of hiring. So they joined as an intern. Then from MJIIT, we bring 2 persons, Mariam and Shira, last year. So that is our first hiring from MJIIT. Then Waven is from UTM as well. He joined like 4 or 5 years ago. Right, and then last year what we did differently is, every year my team will have 4 interns. So we decided we will use all the UTM MJIIT intern to be hired as well. So these guys are performing well. Tomorrow we have another event where we will launch a challenge for also to find what we offer is to our winners an internship program, which are quite good allowances as well in DHL, right? So we have a lot of people from UTM, MJIIT that we observe to become a permanent staff. They started as an intern, then they join and become our permanent employee. How does it looks like to grow in DHL, right? So you can see that he always starts as an intern. I like to work with intern because it's easy to, let's say, give the information, listen their views. Because for me now, while I was in organization as well, I'm getting old, it is becoming difficult also to learn new stuff. So this is where my interns always keeps me excited. They always bring in the new knowledge, they always ask a lot of questions which will make me think. So last year's intern really gives me that kind of instruction, so we would like to continue that kind of program. So you come as an intern, then you have an area path. Because my team is a technical team, you will become a junior developer. You can choose either to be an RPA developer or you can be a innovation developer, which is focusing more on the web development. Then you become a senior, you grow on. You have, if you don't like to do a technical, you can change your career to a business analyst. Then you can go to a senior business analyst or senior developer. Then you can come to where I'm here now as a team manager as well. so you can keep on growing. And this usually will take 5 to 10 years for you to keep on growing. Yeah. And we'll talk all business. Sometimes we also have fun. So we have DHL has let's say they have this kind of framework where people is important to the organization. They will ensure that we have motivated people for that. There are a lot of agenda that goes on as well. Okay, I'll reserve all the questions later, so we'll finish everything. So now I would like to invite Joshua to do his sharing quickly as well.
So, good morning everyone. I hope everyone is still awake like almost 11. Oh, sorry. Alright, so just to share a little bit on myself, right? I joined DHL. I actually joined DHL as an intern way back in 2019, but I got a permanent position in the year 2020. So like what Siva already said, I joined as a 2U2I program, so it was mandatory for me to find a company who would accept me as a, I think 9 months internship. So I got the opportunity basically to work with DHL. So a little bit on my journey, right? This is how it started and where I am right now. So if you see 2019, I joined as an intern, and that was exactly my thought. When I see DHL, I always see DHL, just another logistic company, right, with the yellow trucks. It's not hard to miss it. You can always see it everywhere. And for me, it's just like, okay, another courier service. Where is my parcel, right? Let's say something like that. Then, while I was an intern, I actually got the opportunities to work with many people. So technically, when I was an intern, my job was a web developer. I need to develop a website, and I work with a lot of, I think that time was Europe team. So I actually had the opportunity to understand how to basically work across the globe with people. Then a year later after that, I got an opportunity actually to join as an RPA developer. So while I was an intern, I was already interested actually in RPA development, because it's very like, it's quite fun to see the computer is moving by itself without even humans doing anything. Right, so that's where, when I joined as a junior RPA developer, I still have this question, what am I doing to improve the business? What am I really doing to improve people's life, right? But at that point of time, I was more on hardcore technical developer, only doing development most of the time. A year later on, I became a RPA developer, and this is where I start seeing the impact basically. Whatever I'm doing, whatever basically programming that I'm doing has an impact to the business, how the business is going to be satisfied with the quality that you're producing basically. Then I was promoted to a senior RP developer a year later on. This is where I actually got the whole idea where whatever things you are doing, basically it directly impacts the business. Even though I'm working in the shared service, right? So whoever my customer stakeholder is, basically I'm dealing with an internally, like the billing team, like what Siva is saying. But how if your RP is having issue, it impacts directly the billing, and it also impacts the customer from receiving their shipment. So that is where I start having all of this, and this year I was given the opportunity to actually advance myself in leadership skill. But here is where I want to say a little bit on DHL, right? You can be whatever you want. You want to be a technical person, you want to be a leadership, you have the opportunity. The only thing is how you determine the pace of your career. Just to go back a little bit, right, the quote down here actually was given by my HOD Muzamil. Basically, what you want to do is all up to you. DHL has the leadership which will support you and will help you to be what you are. It's just you, how you want to grow your career in DHL or wherever, right, depends on you. Right, I think that's all from me. Over to you, Siva.
Okay, so that's all about us for now. So we'll go into a case study. What is this case study all about? Like what I've been mentioning, right? So DHL once upon a time used to grow very fast. Whatever system the country use, we bring it forward. So this is one of the oldest system in DHL. It was there when I joined. I do not know when it started, but we call the system as activity time tracker. what does this system does? It is a web solution, and every time anyone that in the company work, they need to go into this system and logged in saying that I have done this task for today. This is the hour that I spent. Why this is very important? For a shared services handling multiple country, we usually would like to see for a staff who did a billing job for a particular country, is there any difference? And is the staff is working as the expected pace? Right, because when you have a shared services, it's important to know that, okay, if a task is given only 20 minutes, if the staff is really struggling for 40 minutes, we need to find out what is the difference. So this system is very important for us in the shared services, especially the people who are really doing this hands-on tasks, right? So, like you see, the key features for this tool, this is a web-based solution. Every employee has their own login based on the DHL ID. Then, there are three things that they need to insert into the tool, which is the task name, time span, and volume. Volume means how many shipments that they are processing. Simple as that. Okay, so I will give you a short demo how the tool looks like. Yeah, okay, let me log out, right? So you can see all this yellow, red. So this is how our application looks once upon a time. It's very simple, right? So it was delivered like 13, 14 years ago. So it will ask for your email address, and then you need to enter your password. Then you logged in. Oh, unfortunately I entered the wrong password. Too long. So that is one of the requirements in DHL, right? You need to have a very long password. Let's see. Okay, success. So I logged in. So this is the home page. Is it really nice? No? So it's very simple. It served the purpose like 10, 15 years ago. But when you see as a user now, would you want to see this as your home page when you logged in? Something for you guys to think as well. Right, so when you go in, you can see what is your username. My profile is now I am the admin, so I have all the functions, but user, normal user, they will see it as their normal profile. Then admin means I can be like any other person that I'm giving access. So now I will behave like my ID. Now you can see that it will highlight, in DHL it's a 5 working days. So it will highlight to you which are the days. If it's in the red means you need to enter the data. It's not complete. And it will mark you for the week. What happens if you did not enter for the week? You cannot come back and enter it back. You won't see it in this screen. You need to go to a different screen to select the date and enter. Okay? Now, if I'm the staff who is working in DHL, I finish my task, what I do is I go to activity log, I click on it, then I can see what are the things which is already there. Then I can click on this plus button. It will give me a form saying that what activity do you do? For IT, what are the activities I can do? Okay, if I'm doing a development, I'll select development. So I have a box to enter hours, minutes, and if there is any volume. If I'm ending ticket, IT support ticket. So if I don't have, I need to check the date. So this is the date I want to enter, which is today's date. So I'll say that I work for 4 hours, 30 minutes. Then I'll put a comment saying that develop web solution, just for the example. Then I click save. So it asks me the volume. So since I don't have volume, let me try 0. Cannot. It should be positive. Okay, so it saves. So it says that, okay, I'm doing application development for 4 hours, 30 minutes. So let me check if I go to, can I see it on 21st? Where is my 21st? It's showing my incomplete day, but I couldn't see it. So this is another issue, like you cannot see your upcoming dates actually. So it's showing you the older date which I need to fill. Right, so that is based on the activity log. Then I can also add, if I'm going for leave, I can add in a range saying that I'm starting my leave, let's say tomorrow, until this Friday. Where is this Friday? Yeah. Then it's annual leave. Can I enter with a comment? No. See, it's already being saved. So the activity has been saved. See how user friendly is this? Is this user friendly? Okay. So you guys already get an idea how to improve this? This is where we need your help as well, right guys? So you can see that these are the two, and the best part is report, right? So I don't know what is in your mind when you talk about report, right? If I want to download a report, I'll select the date to see the data that I entered today. When I click generate report, it will give me an Excel file. So in the Excel file, it will give me what I've entered. I can see the raw data. Is this the report that we want? Something for you to think as well, right? So this is the basic function it has. So you can enter the data, you can see it via report. All others are admin functions which I will not show, but as a normal user, your to do is you can enter one by one data, or you can enter by range if for a specific activity, very limited. But your daily activity, you need to edit one by one. So in a day, if you're handling like 4 or 5 activity, you need to handle it one by one. Okay? So that's a short demo. I will go and show you a bit more on the screen. So we have done the tool demo. So just to recap, so this is how you log in. You enter the email address and password. Then you have a home page where you can see what are the days that you have not entered, which is highlighted in red. Then you can enter one activity based on one submission, where you need to click on the activity log, right? Then you have add by range. Yeah, these are the two things. Okay. Then when you want to generate a report, you just click on generate report based on the date range, then it will give you an Excel file. Okay? Yeah? What are the challenges that we have? Obviously it's not user friendly. The person who use this system most probably do not want to use now actually, right? So it's time consuming. We need to enter one by one. Imagine, right, so you are very busy doing your stuff, then end of the day you still need to remember what to enter, how many hours you need to enter, what are the volumes. If you are processing shipment, you still need to write down and enter it one by one. How long you will do it, right? Then complete data is not captured. Yeah, because sometimes user just forgot. We are busy person, sometimes we just forgot. Sometimes when you try, you can't enter certain details, then you just try to ignore or skip it, right? Then capacity planning. So now what happens is, shared services usually likes to bring a lot of new tasks for the people as well. There's no report to tell the management team in the center what is the current capacity, how much the user is spending on what task, and how much capacity the user has. For a staff, we usually need to work for 8 hours. So how much is the 8 hours being utilized? Nobody knows. You just download the Excel, you need to do your own reporting and everything. Right? Okay? What do we expect, or what are the proposals that we have, right? So the area that we are looking into it is to have an interactive and user-friendly application. The most key important that I would say, right, I've seen this concept where the user should not enter anything. When they are using the laptop, the activity is captured automatically. The system knows what the user have done, so how to do that, and also visibility to tracking the task performed. Like what is the proper reporting that we are expecting? Yeah? Am I on time or early? Yeah, nearly on time. Okay, so with that, I will move to Q&A sessions, open to questions.
So if anyone has any questions, just take away right away. Ask Mr. Siva to pass the mic for you. Mr. Siva has some quiz for them.
Quiz? I'm not prepared for any quiz. Is there any, okay, let's ask any general question, any OV that you guys have, right? So that you can understand more. Do you guys understand what is ATT? Activity time tracking, very simple tool, right? Yeah? The functions inside. Good? Do you guys know what is DHL? What do we do?
Someone, raise your hand. Okay. Got this.
So now I am asking the question in my Q&A session. Interesting.
Can you go this way? Stand.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
I just want to know like how you solve the problems you against with, like if some package didn't arrive or didn't send, or how you solve this problem.
Okay, you're talking about problems in DHL,
Yeah.
right? Okay, usually when a problem need to be identified, the first thing we always do is we identify that as a problem and who's supposed to be involved. Because every issue has a different experts in DHL. For example, right, like what you're talking about, shipment, if the shipment is being missed, right, I will not involve in that problem because my department is digital automation. So there is our, what we call as a gateway team. They will bring their expert, they will identify what is the current root cause. Root cause identification is very important. So when you have a problem, you identify what is the root cause for it and how do you overcome that. And that in DHL, we need to do within hours. Because one of our biggest product is TTDI, what we call as a time-defined product, right? What does it mean? If a customer here would like to send shipment to Singapore 9 a.m. tomorrow, we need to make sure that we pick up the shipment today and deliver to Singapore 9 a.m. tomorrow. In order to do that, we have a specific group of team to handle all the issues. So they'll go through this process, what we call as problem solving, diagram flow kind of thing. So it's a part of a lean process. It's lean, and I'm not sure whether you have heard of Six Sigma before. So we use this kind of project management technology for problem solving as well. Okay? Maybe you'll learn in the coming years, but the basic thing is any problem, identify your root cause, bring in all the experts together, identify how we can solve this in the fastest time possible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Siva, we have another one.
Very good. Keep on coming, guys. We have 30 minutes to answer all your questions.
My name is Khattab Bakri. Mr. Joshua before mentioned something about like he changed from web designing and stuff to project management. So I want to ask if there is like a certain process to do that, or it's like requiring courses to study or something, or you can do that. Depends on the experience you have. You know, working like 3 to 4 years in the company. Can you then change to the other departments, or like needs a certificate for that? Thank you.
Okay. So if I understand the question correctly, if you started working in, then if you want to move or you want to move on your career, how you should do that? What are the skills that you need?
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah. So you are here to do your degree. Why do you do the degree? That is the minimum requirement when you go outside there. You have been already teach certain standards and processes when it comes to IT. All of you are IT graduates, right? Yeah, so you learn IT. So with that skill, it will give you the first job because they are looking more on your technical skills. What you can decide? You can decide to grow your technical skills. You can grow, become a very expert, I want to do only technical, or you can decide slowly to transform that into a different role. That comes with experience, that comes with some skills and certification as well. For example, right, if you want to move to a project management, there is a lot of certification of project management which you need to get that knowledge. In DHL, how we do that is when you join us, we will ask you what are the career path that you would like to grow. I have like Joshua now here because he's trying to do some kind of leading a team, right? The guy that you see, Ayman, he likes to do technical stuff only. He is a very expert in technical solutions, solving problem in a technical way. We like that kind of person as well. So we ask this person as well what they want to do. Then we guide them. We have a proper system saying that, okay, every year when we review, this is where your career is. Then what are you supposed to do to move you next level? What are the skills that you need to do? We have that session with our team members as well. So it's a personal reflection. You need to reflect where you want to bring your career. Maybe it's a good idea for you now, even in university, you started thinking, where do you want to go? For me, when I started this career, although I am a Bachelor of Computer Science, majoring in software engineering, my passion is not doing programming. I cannot sit in a laptop 8 hours do programming. So the first job I find is any non-programming job. So I become a configuration engineer in my first job. Then slowly I translate to become a project manager. So that also is possible. So you need to do a self-reflection. Yeah?
Okay, okay, we have another one. For that side, my left side, please have at least 3 questions from you guys. At least. Be prepared, everyone. hold this one together.
You want to answer? You want to answer?
Hello.
Hello, hello.
So, because we are not in the.
Couldn't hear you. Can you
okay.
just
Hello. Yeah, can you hear me now?
a bit softer?
Since we are not in the job sector yet, like I don't know how things work. So, for the reporting that you do, like. What are the key benefits that the company sees from this reporting? How is it used? And also, like from a personal aspect, the employees, when they report, like, do they see any benefit in the day-to-day activities, and like the tracking, does it help them also? And also, like, what key features are you looking from the report, like at the end of the day or at the end of the month? Like, what is the purpose of this reporting?
Okay. So there are multiple questions that are also one by one. First is, what is the useful for management on the reporting, right? Every employee need to have a work-life harmony. That's what we call in DHL, right? So everyone need to work 8 hours. Then after that, they should be sufficient enough to go back, spend their time with the family. For management, it is very important to ensure, if you see it, our size now is 1,000 plus. How do we make sure that 1,000 people are able to go back after working 8 hours? This is where the management visibility is needed. For me, as a team manager, I need to ensure there is no one overburn in my team. If I have a dashboard, it will tell me saying that Joshua is working 10 hours instead of 8 hours today. Then it helps me to go to Joshua, why you are working late? Is there any help that I can provide? This is what management is looking for. A visibility to identify who is working more, who is working less, how we bring this gap closer, so that everyone can go back based on what they are required to work only. Yeah, so that is the management focus. The next focus for management is, we have 20 new tasks coming in. Do we have enough people to support this? How we make that conclusion is, you remember the number that we are entering. So for this particular task, let's say billing, I need 4 hours daily to do 100 shipments. So if I know the task comes in, it's coming in for 300 shipments, that means I need maybe another 1 or 2 people to support. So in the dashboard or in the report, it can show, okay, now for this particular billing task, there are 100 people supporting it. So if you are bringing in more, these are the people that required will help the management. That's on management side, right? For the employee, now when it comes to the employee, what employee needs visibility is, what I'm doing daily, am I entering it correctly or not? So when they see it in a dashboard saying that, okay, I've done all my work, I've entered it, it's easy for them. Rather than they need to go into this system, check one by one, have I entered this date, have I not entered this date? So it saves the time for them as well. So it will minimize them to enter the data, focus more on the things that they need to actually do, right? So that's the 2 questions I could remember. There's another question if I understand correctly. What's the third one actually?
Like, I think we basically, yeah.
Okay, then very good. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Okay, thank you. So, as I said before, from this side, please. 1 or 2 questions, or I will randomly pick you. Okay. Now, okay. Save. Hold this, please. Together.
Basically, I will ask about the case study. So, should we propose solutions to just develop the website, the DHL website, or should we develop a whole app just to provide solutions to the problems you mentioned?
Okay, so if you see the way that how I share it is, I would like to keep it open for any suggestion. So I do not want you to limit it by an app, a technology, or only web app. So obviously there is nothing to be enhanced in this app, so don't look into more on enhancing. It's more like how do you see if you are, let's say, people being assigned or team being assigned to resolve these challenges, how do you bring it forward? What would be your proposal? Would you think the app will suitable based on how DHL works, or would you think a web page, a technology? Feel free to suggest.
Okay.
There's nothing right or wrong, because here we are trying to learn, right? So that's why we are trying to give this case study for you.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Next. Okay. I actually personally want to choose you.
Alright, hi. I actually want to ask about the ATT, Activity Time Tracker. How do DHL currently ensure the data integrity? For example, as an employee, he worked as a developer, and then he submit that he worked for certain hours, but he actually does not complete any of the tasks. How does the DHL ensure the data integrity?
Okay.
That's all.
So the key thing, I will talk about my team, right? Because this is how we manage, right? We work based on a mutual trust, right? So what does that mean is, I trust my team members, the data that they provided is correct based on their understanding, right? So if I find a case that the staff says that I'm working 8 hours every day on the project, but when I go and ask, okay, the development is not completed, first we will try to understand what are the challenges that they have, because the person might be new. Because we cannot conclude saying that should I trust or not. The more discussion how it will be DHL is, so what are your challenges? You have been working this so long, right? What help we can provide first? Right, we try to understand and we try to see that, okay, is this person is capable to do based on what we assign, or does it any training, skills enhancement required before we evaluate? So that is the kind of discussion it will happen, rather than, oh, why do you enter this? Should I trust you? No, we don't do that actually. Right, so in terms of data integrity, it's more on a mutual trust, and we try to have a discussion with our team members actually. So that is actually what I do actively on a daily basis. Because we work on a project environment, we can see that there's a lot of tight deadlines. So every day, my team knows that if they have any challenges, they will come to me and discuss about it, so that we can plan accordingly. Right? Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Siva. Any more question? Okay. Keep coming the question, please.
Okay, hello, I'm Rashid, and you just show us the web page. We can see there is a lack of designing, and it's also, I guess, only covered with the HTML and the basic CSS. And is it our project to enhance the whole, interface UI using some kind of framework like React, like around some coding language like TypeScript? And my second question is, you said about RPA. For RPA, you already mentioned about Unipath, and I guess there is also an AI called Zapier, Zapier, and there is some, for me, I guess there is some security concern, like we are making it automated, so employees can't skip their task or do or put any error values or something. But I guess there is some security concern like GPT or others AI like Anthropic, if I talk about Claude, they are using our data and everything. So how we can handle that one?
Okay. So the first question related on the technology, what you're supposed to use in order to enhance a website, right? Yeah. It is always a free flow. If you think that certain technology is best, go for it. Because this is your project, right? So it depends on, when it comes to work, this is what you guys need to understand as well, right? Sometimes, like our gentleman here asked about how we solve the problem, right? Sometimes we do not know the answer. We find what is the best works and we try to propose and we try to check whether it works or not. This case study is a similar case. When you see this website, not user friendly, it's very basic, it's like 10, 15 years ago. Technology moved very fast now. So based on your understanding, your expertise, if you find that, okay, this is the right way, let's do it, let's propose it, let's do it. Because I believe there is a follow-up session as well where I will see your solution, we'll give how you felt. Because now you're hearing from me, right? When you come for the next follow-up, I'm planning to bring the actual user, use the system as well. So you will hear it from them how they will feel based on the proposal that you are giving it to them. Right. So your second question related to data integrity, ChatGPT. DHL is very particular about this. They are particular. So now when you can use your own ChatGPT module outside, what DHL does is, DHL has this NDA agreement, we call as a Non-Disclosure Act agreement with ChatGPT, where we bring the module to use only in DHL. We cannot use the model available online. Anything inside DHL is secured in DHL. We are using Microsoft server storing every data online, but that is under DHL's cloud. Nobody even in the Microsoft staff can access DHL data. That is how they are protecting their data. Right, so in terms of data integrity, it's a very big topic and a strong topic in DHL, which we take very seriously. If there is a data breach, that is a big impact for our organization as well. So they take this very seriously. So it's not simply like how we do now, you can post anything, you can do anything, you can't do that in DHL. Because this morning also the lecturer is asking whether should I use my laptop or should I transfer this data to there. That also is a bit difficult for me. That's why I'm using my laptop, even transferring a slide. Because they request us to do everything online, keep it inside DHL. Right, so that's how secure. I cannot use my USB here simply. It is all protected, they have already blocked everything. So everything is online for us, everything protected under DHL cloud. And when it goes to the technology, that is their message as well. You cannot simply use what is available outside. We will have the technology for you. You use it inside DHL.
Okay.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Siva can take more question, right?
Can.
Okay, so any question? Maybe we have question from our lecturers. Dr. Shaliza, any question?
Doctor, have a question.
Others cannot hear you lecturing.
Okay. I hope that you can give a little elaboration on the stakeholder who will be using the system. From what I have learned just now, it should be the management and also it should be the staff itself.
Yes.
So if you can elaborate more on the staff, is there any different staff or
Different staff hierarchy.
and so forth?
Yeah,
okay, thank you.
Yeah. So in terms of users for this system, like what Dr. Lisa had mentioned, right? So you will have a management group. That management also is divided into two groups. One, what we call as a higher management, the SLT group that you see. The next management group is managers like me. Right, so we will have, like SLT, they will have for the whole department. The manager will have only access for their department, their team. So they cannot see everyone's team. So that is the management group. The users, they are divided into team leader and also a normal user. What does it mean by team leader? The team leader is responsible for a very small team inside the entity. For example, like Joshua, right? Joshua might have 2 or 3 people that he need to manage. So it will fall under the user for Joshua as well. So and then that's a normal user who is everyone in DHL, which they need to enter what they do daily in the system. Yeah, so that's the different users that we have.
Even team leader, project, the management also have to key in?
Yes, team leader need to key in. So manager will not key in. Manager and the higher management will not key in. So the normal user, team leader will key in for that him. Then he also has the option to key in for his staff. Right, then the staff can key in only for themselves.
Okay, all right, thank you, Mr. Siva. We have another question from our lecturer.
Okay, I have one question regarding the reporting module. You said that currently the system export all the data, the raw data into the Excel file.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what the information that we can extract there is about the activity, and also it will be used to by the management to see the team capacity before they give another task.
Yes.
Okay, so for the next expected features, or what are the expected information that you want to extract from that data.
Okay, so Dr. if I understand correctly, highlighting back is now our reporting is Excel. So now what should be expected in the future when it comes to data extraction, right? So what is missing, if you see now, it is a raw data. It doesn't have a planning of what is the future load required. For example, we have now there is only one country. Now if we have a reporting that can tell us if we want to expand this scope, saying that if I want to expand it to 2 countries, these are the people I need, then that would be helpful actually. So we call it as a future analysis of predicament as well, right? So how we should predict what are the capacity we require in the future. That is not there. And what kind of data? It's the same data. But what we do is, rather than analyzing what has been done, can we do the analysis for the future? That is not there.
So the prediction of like
yes.
who or how many teams should get involved when the task of like this complex, okay, for the task complexity, okay, and then what are the expected numbers of team, for example, it's more prediction.
Yes.
Okay, instead of like what existing now, showing okay what has been done. The management can also use the data to predict, okay, later. Okay.
To bring it to the future.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I hope all the students can take notes, okay, on that part module, on the module of reporting. So that is also very important. All section, okay, for all the sections. So because later you will come up with a solution to propose to DHL. This one.
Okay. I think one final question from the audience. Anyone? Okay. We do have. Now you have to put this together.
Okay. Hello. So good morning. So I want to ask therefore regarding of ATT, because there's one particular input that we need to put is the volume. So what is actually meant by the volume? So is it that the what we call the scale of our tasks or anything? And why do we need the volume?
Okay. So what is it volume? Some team is applicable, some team don't applicable. For example, right, if you see DHL, it's delivering parcel. Every parcel is one volume. That's how we consider. So you've seen the shipment, right? Have you bought before from Lazada? You get a lot of shipment, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So every shipment is one volume. That's how you see it, right? For us, when a staff work, if customer is sending 100 shipment, they need to change 100 all this parcels data. They will enter 100. It's a billing data, right? So if customer said, I want to send a shipping address from Hong Kong to New Zealand. So the staff need to go to the system, change this address. So the staff process 100 shipment.
Okay.
That's how simple I can put it, right? However, when it comes to IT team don't have this, right? You guys are doing development. So we don't use that volume. So some team we use it, we call it as an operation team. The people who touch the shipment, we call them as an operation team. The people who don't touch the shipment but still related to DHL's work, we call it as a non-ops team, which will don't have this volume number.
So if I understand correctly, that it is optional, right?
Optional for non-operation people.
Okay.
If the group is operational people, it is mandatory for them to enter.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, I think that's all for our session, Q&A session. Is it okay, Mr. Siva?
Can I share my contact detail to them so that they can?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, so if you guys have more questions, you can take a screenshot of this. You can contact me via email or WhatsApp, right? 10 to 7 is my working time, so usually I'll be busy with my operation task, so hang with me. So if you need an immediate answer, WhatsApp is the best. If not, just drop me an email, so I'll try to reply within the day or the next day. Yeah? So now they have a session, right? After that, there's a Q&A.
The discussion session.
After the session, there will be another Q&A, right? Or no? Because I have a survey form that I want them to fill up. I can do it later, right?
You can do it now, actually, if you want to.
Okay. Okay, so I just need another one final favor from all of you, right? Because this kind of session we like to do more. Can you guys just take the QR, it will give you a form. So the form has few questions how the session today is, especially the session that we shared from DHL. Can you just submit your response so that we see how we can do it better the next time? So, and also talk more about the areas that you guys like.
Tadi lebih depan. Jalan-jalan. Yeah, I think everyone scanned already.
Okay, I can finish it, right? Okay, that's all for now. Thank you for listening. I hope that this will be a valuable session for you. Then I hope to see you next while you guys are sharing your, let's say, your solution as well to us. Thank you. You need to use the screen back?
No,
I'll leave this too.
I let them continuing scan.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Siva. 1 hour fruitful session, I think, from him. I'm sure many of us has gained valuable knowledge and fresh perspective. So do take your time to fill the feedback. Meanwhile, we will continue to our next session, which team-based discussion requirement capture. So I believe you guys already scanned and download the materials given by Dr. Shaliza just now in early session. And for this session, I'll invite Dr. Shaliza once again to conduct. Doctor, the floor is yours.
Okay. Have you completed the survey? Anyone haven't completed yet? I will give you more time. Anyone? Can you raise up your hand if you haven't completed the survey yet? Settled already, eh? Okay, good. Okay, now. So you already have your own team, right? For this project? Yeah, still remember your own team? Should be, eh? Okay. So now you should find your teammates. Okay. Okay. Find your teammates and be in your own team and try to complete the template that I have given, especially the user stories that we have given section for you to complete. At least a raw one. It's not that we want it to be detailed. It's just a raw idea that you have for this workshop. Later we will refine back in the classroom. Okay. So for now, please find your team and discuss to fill in the template that I have given in the Padlet. Okay. So anyone still don't remember their team, since we are the one who suggest your teammates. So anyone don't remember your own team, we will give you in your communication channel. Okay, either Discord, Telegram, or maybe WhatsApp. Okay, yeah. So your job now is to find your team members. Okay.
Huh? What? Stop this.
Okay. We will divide this area into 1 to 5 sections. So in front here is section 1. So section 1, can you come in front here? Okay. Section 2 on my right.
Okay, section 2 on my right. Okay. Can you shift first?